car deals are down no matter how you look at it, just about 9% a year ago and very nearly 11% so far this year. The reason, is that everybody is going crazy for hybrid utility vehicles. CUV deals are up. Everybody adores CUVs in light of the fact that they're spacious, reasonable, agreeable, and they influence their proprietors to appear as though they have a dynamic way of life, regardless of whether they really do or not. So for what reason would an auto organization put resources into a car? In particular, a car the offers of which are the most noticeably bad and apportioned by an entirely decent edge. In the general market, CUVs and SUVs are extremely popular, concedes Acura VP of promoting Vicki Poponi, while taking note of that Acura offers the solid offering MDX and RDX. However, there's as yet a correctly characterized client for these cars, somebody who is searching for the dynamic execution you can get in an SUV. Lamentably for Acura, the greater part of those clients are not purchasing Acuras. They are rather purchasing, altogether, the Mercedes E-Class, 50,896, BMW 5 Series, 32,408, Audi A6, 18,686, Lexus GS, 14,878, and, hell, 5,872 individuals even purchased Infiniti Q70s a year ago. How awful are offers of the Acura Rlx? 1,478 in the last datebook year. Mercedes offers very nearly 35-fold the number of E-classes. So the 2018 Rlx is in line for a mid-cycle facelift. However, given its truly slagging deals, this mid-cycle facelift goes up against included noteworthiness. It needs to get purchasers. Acura is generally absent. Similarly as with all facelifts, this one incorporates new front and back clasps, and also new head and tail lights. The lights are on the whole LEDs decked out in slick courses of action that set the Rlx separated from the opposition. Notwithstanding the front and back clasps is another hood. The grille relinquishes the beak search for Acura's increasingly alluring dual pentagon grille, and all the more fascinating face like that on the TLX. There are likewise splendid, lovely hues, including another red relevantly named Splendid Red Metallic that will twist light from the sun amid daytime drives. There are scarcely perceptible alterations, little changes, one executive called them, to the two-fold wishbone front and multi-link raised suspension. On the front suspension the springs are marginally firmer while the dampers are somewhat milder. The front against move bar is somewhat milder, it's an indistinguishable distance across from earlier, yet the divider thickness is decreased 0.4 mm. In back both the springs and dampers are somewhat milder and the move bar is thicker and stiffer. There were a few changes to the electronic power controlling framework programming, however nobody at the Rlx introduction knew precisely what they were. The drivetrains continue. The passage level setup is the front-wheel drive Rlx PAWS, otherwise known as Performance All-Wheel Steer. That model accompanies a 3.5-liter direct infusion V6 making 310 horsepower and 272 pounds-to-foot of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed program imparted to Accord and Odyssey, among others. The PAWS display wasn't accessible for drives amid the presentation program. The all the more capable Rlx Sport Hybrid SH-AWD was. It gets a 3.5-liter direct-infused V6 mated to a 7-speed program with an electric engine incorporated inside. Add up to framework control is 377 horsepower. Whatever remains of the mixture framework rides out back, utilizing a more smaller battery and two electric engines that send torque to the back wheels when fundamental. Notwithstanding all that, the 2018 model accompanies another component called Traffic Jam Assist, which joins Path Keep Help with a more complex dynamic journey control to drive the auto for you in unpredictable rush hour gridlock underneath 40 miles per hour despite everything you need to squirm the guiding wheel like clockwork to keep the legal advisors glad. God favor them.